Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. And today I just have a kind of all over the place physical media haul. I have a couple of birthday gifts in here. There's actually a Father's Day gift in here that I haven't shared with you guys yet, and a few books. So we have books, comic books, and a couple of 4K releases. So we're going to go all over the place. I'll probably do it in that order, books, comics, movies, but we'll see where this takes us. So with that said, guys, there are, I think 7 items in here in total. So let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right into another physical media haul. So I'll get started with some of the books that I found recently, and this one here is just a regular novel. It's a horror novel, which I don't tend to buy a ton of anymore, but I had to get it because it was Bentley Little. This is The House, and this is an author who I've read quite a number of his works, and I've always enjoyed them. To different degrees, of course, some more so than others. I'm sure there are a number of reviews here on the channel of Bentley Little's work that you can find from a number of years ago now. But yeah, I typically enjoy his writing style, and all of them, they all feel a little bit similar, if I'm being honest. And that's not to discredit anything that Little has done. They all feel like they're written by Bentley Little, I guess. And this one, I guess, is about 5 strangers who discover that they share a dark bond, that's the word, and it's a haunted childhood, a shocking secret, a memory of the houses they lived in, each one eerily similar to the next. So yeah, we'll see. It looks like a decent one, and again, it's just it's a Bentley Little book, so I wanted to add it to the collection. I don't know what year this one is, though. Let me take a look real quick if I can find it. First printing was 1999, so a late 90s Bentley Little book. But yeah, excited to add this one to that collection. This is The House by Bentley Little. As I was looking through that book, I realized that I grabbed this one from my local used bookstore, but this next one here I found at Second and Charles, and this is another of the Indiana Jones prequel novels, Indiana Jones and the Philosopher's Stone, which is just awesome, because obviously Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is how us Americans know it, but if you were not from America, you probably know it as Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. So obviously tied to the same idea here. But yeah, this one, if I remember, was a little bit pricier than some of the other ones in this prequel series. I don't have the price on it anymore, so I don't remember what I paid, but I think it was a little bit more expensive. And it was a good deal, though, because when you look on eBay, it was going for a little bit more than that. There's a full list of all the books. I am in the process of trying to collect all these prequel novels. I know there are some that are a little harder to find. This is from 1995, by the way. That's what I was searching for. There are some that are harder to find, but I have a decent number of them at this point. Frankly, I don't even know if I'm halfway there, but it feels like I am. But we will see. So yeah, this one's written by Max McCoy. Should be a lot of fun once I get around to it. So yeah, happy to add another to the Indiana Jones prequel collection. This is Indiana Jones and the Philosopher's Stone, written by Max McCoy. And last but not least on the book front, I did find something at Ollie's not too long ago that I couldn't pass up because I love this show. This is The Big Bang Theory, the definitive inside story of the epic hit series, written by Jessica Radloff. So yeah, this is one that I just wanted to check out because I've heard that I think this is the one where I heard that the audiobook on this isn't the best. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's because, yeah, it does it like an interview style. The book is written in an interview style. And because of that, it always gets weird when you're doing an audiobook in that way. So I just wanted to have this one in the physical form. And I know not everyone loves this movie, but man, I'll tell you, when this first came out, I worked at GameStop and I was such a hater on this show, having only watched the little clips that they played in like the GameStop video that you had to watch all day, every day. That's the only thing I knew of this. Now I'm talking probably 2000, this is like 2007, 8, 9, those years. So it was right when this thing started and I just hated it without even having seen an episode. And then I finally started watching it for whatever reason and I love it. It is one of my favorite sitcoms out there. Like, it's just so funny. So love the cast of characters in this. So I would really love to read some more behind the scenes. You can see it is a pretty chunky book. $5, very cheap. So definitely wanted to pick this one up. So this is The Big Bang Theory, the definitive inside story of the epic hit series, written by Jessica Radloff. From here, we'll move over to the comic books, and this one actually is a brand new release. Well, brand new, probably within the last month here, but I did grab the Marvel Premiere Collection of Civil War by Mark Millar and Steve McNiven. So this is one of those smaller than average, well, I don't have another one next to me, but it's a smaller format. It's much like the DC, not the DC Finest, oh my gosh, the DC Compact Editions, except this one is a little bit bigger, and of course, because it's Marvel, that price is a little bit more as well. This is $15, whereas the DC Compact Editions are only $10. But you are getting it's a little bit nicer, arguably, because it's a bit bigger, and I love how the matte finish on this feels. I think it's really cool. But anyway, yeah, this is a series that I know is very divisive, but it's one of the first, like, events that I ever read growing up, and so I remember liking it a lot, but it has been so long since I've read this. Like I said, genuinely one of the first, like, not even just series I read, but one of the first comics I read. I don't know why I started with this. It must have just been new at the time, and so I wanted to read it. But yeah, I'm excited to revisit this one. I actually had this one pre-ordered on Amazon for quite a while, so happy that it has now arrived. You can see there are some extras included in the back there as well. But yeah, hopefully this one will be as good as I remember, but I'm sure a lot of comic book lovers out there are kind of wincing because I don't think this is a very beloved story, but we will see. This is Civil War by Mark Millar, part of the Marvel Premiere Collection. And the other of the comic books that I have in today's video is actually a Father's Day gift that I was planning including in my omnibus haul video that I'm going to do sometime here at some point, but technically this isn't an omnibus. That said, there is one available now, but this is Deceased, and this is the complete collection. So you can see everything that is included there. I believe, as far as I know, this is the entirety of the Deceased storyline. So this was one that I was really excited to get. Now, as I mentioned, there is now an omnibus available for this. I think it came out like a month after Father's Day, if I'm not mistaken. So this is what my wife got for me, and I am very excited for this. Now, I haven't opened it up yet, so you're not going to see any artwork, but I definitely want to do that soon here. It is on toward the top of my priority list for reading because I've always been interested in this story and I love zombies. So looking forward to checking it out. So that is the full Deceased run. Let me know if you guys are a fan of this run or not. It just looks like a lot of fun. I mean, you gotta love zombie Wonder Woman on the front cover there. So yeah, very happy that I was able to get this one for Father's Day. This is the Deceased Complete Collection. And let's wrap up today's video with a couple of birthday gifts that I got last month, again from my wife and family here. So first up is a show that I really want to sit down and watch. This is Fallout Season 1. Now, I am someone who has been familiar with the video games forever. Like, I've known about them, I should say, but I have never actually sat down and played one for any extended period of time. So I really wanted to do that before watching the series, but it's just not going to happen. It's just like Last of Us. I really wanted to play the video game before watching the series, but if I do that, I'll just never end up getting to the series, to be honest. So I definitely want to check this one out. I've heard great things about this, and my wife is actually interested to watch this one too, so that was one of the main reasons that she decided to grab this, because she thought we would both enjoy it. So yeah, happy to have Fallout Season 1 on 4K, and I've heard great things about the discs themselves, and there's also a steelbook available if you want to go that route, but yeah, happy to have this. This is Fallout Season 1. So last up in today's video is my last birthday gift as well, and this is Godzilla -1 on 4K. So I needed this one in my 4K collection to complete my Godzilla collection once again. Obviously, it was complete until this one came out, and then I ended up not grabbing it. I actually had this one pre-ordered, but I ended up canceling it. I think there was just a bunch of stuff coming out that month, and I figured, you know what? I'm not going to watch this one right away anyway, so I might as well hold off on it. So fortunately, my wife ended up picking it up for me for my birthday. So I am once again current on all my Godzilla films in at least 1080p. Most of them are on Blu-ray, but I do have some on 4K, this of course being one of them. So yeah, really looking forward to watching this. I've heard so many great things about this movie from so many different people, so I'm sure this one will be enjoyable when I finally get around to it. And you can see there are a couple of bonus features included there as well. So yeah, happy to once again be caught up on my Godzilla collection with Godzilla -1. All right, so that is today's mixed media haul, from books to movies and comics, all over the place, but it's kind of the theme of the channel here, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. But with that said, guys, let me know down in the comments below, have you watched or read any of the items I shared in today's video? And if so, what do you recommend from the bunch? Is there anything else that you can think of to recommend that I didn't show today that I might not own? I always love any suggestions down below, so thank you guys so much for all that support. With that said, though, I will let you guys go. Thank you so much again for watching. But before I let you go, I'll just encourage you all to consume some media today. Thanks again, and I will catch you all next time.